riding on unlicensed scooters in New Jersey was not okay. I think I was wrong about that. Let me know in the comments below, because I think that might actually be okay in Jersey now. I don't know, because the problem is if you're in like some small town, each town in Jersey has its own different set of rules, you know. So, like if you're in some small town, Fort Lee, for example, and a Fort Lee cop pulls you over, that could be a problem, having an unlicensed scooter. Oh boy, little accident there. Every time you come through here, you got to take it easy, because usually on the upper level, the cops are really mean. But you got to watch out. Because every day could be different. But for the most part, lower level is kind of okay. Upper level, not so much. And the problem is, when I lived in Edgewater, I used to lane split across the bridge all the time. And the only way to get in from Edgewater easily is the upper level. That's it. By Babe's Taxi over there. And the Port Authority impound lot. That's it. And then what happens is, if you see a cop who's got an eye on you, you'd have to bail. Head the other way, get out of there, and then come back in on the lower level. But you'd work away 15 minutes out of your way. It wasn't easy. That was the gist of it in upper level. You really had to be careful, because there was one time that I mentioned it in one of my other videos, that a Port Authority cop got an eye on me, and once they get an eye on you, you're fucked. You gotta bail. You gotta just get out of there. Don't try to go over the bridge at that point, because they'll just radio ahead and have someone waiting for you. And you would think it was no big deal. You'd be like, oh, lane splitting, no big deal. But the problem is, to them, they get all fucking flustered. And when you mention about the fact that it's more safe to lane split than be caught in behind, they don't want to hear it. They're like, what about the California Highway Patrol study that shows that motorcycles are much safer when ridden at a safe speed, lane splitting? And that may very well be true, but they don't want to hear it. The first thing they say is, this is not California. So you're going to just hear all kinds of comments, you know, like that. This is all backed up today. Not moving too well at all. Gotta watch it over here too, because people just cut out from this lane. A lot. I mean, a real lot. They'll just ride it all the way and then cut over whenever they want. And no blinker, no nothing. But I think that's self-explanatory. When you're splitting in New York, now, and then it's getting like that in California too now, from what I hear from friends, that you have to lane split almost like people are going to kill you. You know, this way you're prepared for anything. And it's so terrible to say that, because then new riders will be like, why would I want to ride for in this environment? You know, and that could very well be true, but there's so much benefits to riding. That guy's going to turn because he's just too slow to want to be in this lane. So he's going to go over. Huh, I was wrong. He didn't go over. He stayed in this lane. That's amazing. I was totally wrong. Well, for a Saturday, the Harlem River Drive is really built up. Wow, that's a right turn. That's something you don't see every day. The right wheel, the steering wheel was on the right side. As I was passing, I was like checking myself. I'm like, what the fuck? And I've never seen that car before. Somebody must have imported it. I guess you can import a right-wheel drive car in US. I didn't know you could do that. Well, actually, no, I shouldn't say I didn't know that, but I thought it could only be for, like, collector purposes. You know, I didn't know you could actually do it to drive in New York City. It would seem to me like being on the wrong side, you won't see things as well. That's what I'm thinking anyway, but I could be wrong. guy honking in the van was from Psychotherapy. They got a motorcycle shop right here. Nice guys. I don't get there much anymore because I don't live up in Harlem anymore, but I used to go there all the time when I lived up in Harlem. Nobody wants to give way. I used to do service calls all the time in these projects here for fire systems, but I don't have that kind of work anymore. And I don't know if I miss it too much anyway. I mean, it was good work for the city, but it's like few and far between now. To those I say, if you like what I'm doing, get a motorcycle. Otherwise, shut the fuck up, because some people just have fucking no sense at all. One thing about the West Coast is people don't mind you. You know, if you can fit through something, go ahead, man. It's all right. Just don't hit my car. People are real particular about hitting their car over there. Not so much here, but people are dickheads, you know, when they see you trying to squeak through something, they'll close the gap. It's just a New York thing, you know. I don't take it personal. Alright, so this is the FDR drive now. It was back there, but this is a pretty skinny highway. I don't know if I could say that you could split here on the KLR. It's not safe. On the XR, you could split on this. Oh, sunglasses up.